Hello YouTube and welcome back to my channel, where today I'm going to be doing some Premier League predictions, and I'll follow this up by a transfer window reaction. But first I'm going to get on to the Premier League predictions. It's tough, but not as tough as the Championship, but I'm going to start it anyway. I'm pretty confident, so yeah, let's get this started. 20th, I'm going to go for Sheffield United. Want to stay up, they're quite local to me, but I just can't see it. It was a miracle they got it last season. I did not expect it. And they've done good business, but I just don't think they've got the power of the other teams to stay up, unfortunately. Hope and prove wrong, though. But yeah, their business contains Phil Jagielka, Callum Robertson off Preston, Ravel Morrison, which is a weird one. I think that might be ruining their momentum. Dean Henderson from my boys, Lys Mousset from Bournemouth, Osborne from Nottingham Forest, McBurney from Swansea, and Besic just now from Everton. Yeah, and outgoings, not really good players anyway. Daniel Lafferty and Connor Washington, even Ched Evans has left, which is a good thing probably. But yeah, 20th, I'm going to go for Sheffield United. 19th, I'm going to go for Brighton and Hove Albion. Sacked Chris Hughton, got in Graham Potter. Yeah, they ended the season really badly, and that makes me really worried about them. They haven't done a good amount of business, and Graham Potter's been experienced. He didn't do great with Swansea last year, but their chance, they haven't really sold anyone, but they've brought in the likes of Webster, Malpay, someone called Yappy comes from PSG, and Aaron Trossard from Belgium, and Aaron Moy on loan for Huddersfield, their best player. So yeah, here you go. But I know they've got likes of Lewis Dunk, Duffy, Glenn Murray, and Matthew Ryan still, but I honestly don't think that's enough. So yeah, Brighton are going down in my opinion. 18th, we're going for Burnley. This is a tough one because there's lots of teams around there who are in like the same level in my opinion, but they haven't done. They finished about 15th. They've not improved at all in my opinion. They've not done much in the market, and they've sold someone who they shouldn't be selling, Tom Heaton, to Aston Villa. They've all followed by Stephen Waterstoke, Jonathan Walters, who's retired, and Peter Crouch, who's retired. But they bought in players like Drinkwater, Peacock Farrell, Jay Rodriguez, and Eric Peters, which I don't think some of these are very good signings. Especially some of them are pointless. And yeah, this makes me really worry quite a lot for Burnley, so yeah. Sorry about that, 18th Burnley. 17th, we're going for Newcastle United. Predicted them to finish 17th last year. I got that a bit wrong because they finished around mid-table, but this year I'm confident they're going to be this low because Rafa Benitez has left, along with Salomon Rondon, Ayoze Perez, yeah, and they've got Steve Bruce in. Love him as a United legend, but he's not a great manager, is he? Especially not in the Premier League. They've also sold the likes of Joselu and Diame. They bought in Joe Linton, St. Maximin, I think, and Andy Carroll. I don't think Andy Carroll's even a good signing. He's not even a Premier League player anymore. So yeah, 17th Newcastle, sorry about that. 16th going for Norwich City, another promoted team. I think they've not done much in the window. Well, they've not spent a lot, but they've bought a few. People are writing them off, in my opinion. Don't write them off. They play exciting football. Daniel Farke's exciting as a manager. And yeah, they've still got Max Aarons. They've still got Pucky. I think that's how you pronounce it. And they bought in Dermich off Bundesliga. Exciting signing. Nize, Byram, Patrick Roberts. He has potential. Comes from City. And Farman off Schalke, which is a bit like Patricia last year. I don't know how they got that. And they sold some of Deadwood who got them relegated in the first place before, like Stephen Naismith, Ivo Pinto, Will Chnut, Oliveira and Matt Jarvis. So yeah, 16th, Norwich City. In 15th, I'm going for Crystal Palace. Bit of a mess, this transfer for Crystal Palace. They've still got Wilfried Zaha. That might be a problem. We never know. But yeah, they haven't done much in the window. They've only really signed... I'm not only going to count Ayew as a sign because he was on loan there last season. They've got in Gary Cahill, which could be good because that'll bring experience. James McCarthy, Victor Camarasa. But they've sold the likes of Punchin, Speroni at last, and Wan-Bissaka to my boys. So yeah, I think they're going to struggle. I don't think Zaha's head's going to be in it, and he's probably going to be sold. I reckon he'll be sold in January, which might make them struggle, because they struggle without Zaha. But yeah, 15th, I'm going to go for Crystal Palace. 14th, this is Southampton. People are putting them 16th, but they're not that bad. Ralph Hasenhüttl did wonders there after replacing Mark Hughes. They haven't done much in the transfer, but teams are worse than them now. Teams are getting worse, and they're just steadying the ship. They've kept Danny Ings after his loan. They've bought in Che Adams off Birmingham, and they've sold the likes of Matt Targett, Joe Declacy, and just sold Charlie Austin now to West Brom. Plus, they might sell other deadwood like what's his name, Carrillo, and their right back. I forgot his name, the Portuguese guy. He used to be promising, but he isn't anymore. Oh yeah, Soares. But yeah, 14th, Southampton. In 13th, I'm going to go for Aston Villa, another promoted team. They could be an ex-Fulham because they spent over 100 million, but some of these players they retained from last year. Yeah, Fulham retained Mitrovic, but they bought in loads and loads on the exact same day, which was deadline day. Villa have bought in Jota off Birmingham, bit weird. El Ghazi, who's permanent now. Wesley, Halsey, who's permanent. Matt Targett, Tyrone Mings, who's permanent. Conser, I think. Engels, Trezeguet, Douglas Luiz, and Tom Heaton. Tom Heaton will bring experience to them. And for that, I'm going to go for 30 for Aston Villa, which will be a great season for them, and they can keep progressing from there. They have also sold the likes of Adamar, Elphick, Hutton, Jedinak, Whelan, and Micah Richards, which about time really, isn't it? So yeah, I think 13th will be Aston Villa. In 12th, I'm going to go for Bournemouth. Yeah, they are improved from last season. I don't know what. It's just their defence that lets them down. Yeah, I think they should have maybe bought a new goalkeeper. Could have gone for Jack Butland or something, but they have got a good attack in David Brooks, Callum Wilson, Ryan Fraser. And yeah, they've also added in Lloyd Kelly off Bristol City, Stacey off Luton Town, Billing off Huddersfield, who was also one of their best players, as well as Adam Moy. Harry Wilson from Liverpool, he's an exciting player. And they've sold players like Mings, Mousset, and Mark Peter QPR. So yeah, in my opinion, Bournemouth will finish 12th. Eddie Howe's a safe pair of hands. So yeah, 12th is going to be Bournemouth, isn't it? 11th, I'm going to go for Watford. Yeah, they haven't done much in the window. They've kind of gone a bit last minute. Before yesterday, they just signed what's his name? Craig Dawson off West Brom. They've got rid of Britos, who didn't play a lot. He actually felt like he got disrespected a little bit, but I disagree. They brought in Danny Welbeck yesterday, free agent off Arsenal, and Sarr, our friends, who actually killed Arsenal in the Europa League this season. I'm excited to see him play. Trust the likes of Troy Deeney, Decore, who's still there, Ben Foster. They're a good team, and Harry Gracchi is a good manager, so I think they'll finish in the exact same position as last season, which is 11th. So yeah, in 10th, I'm going to go for West Ham. Yeah, I'm predicting West Ham to finish in the exact same position too. Nothing against them. I think they're an ambitious club. Great manager Manuel Pellegrini won City the League 2014, wasn't it? And they've actually had another good transfer window, in my opinion. They started off getting Pablo Fornals, a promising Spanish under-21 player who won the under-21 Euros, was it? Then he bought a couple of goalkeepers to replace Adrian in David Martin and Roberto. They again went on to get Haller off Frankfurt, was it? To replace Arnautovic, who's just fucked off to Shanghai SIPG in the Chinese Super League. And Cardasso's Portuguese, I think. I think he's anyway. They've also got rid of Adrian, yeah, and Reece Oxford, actually. So yeah, they're not going to be worse, I think. They're going to be better, but other teams are improving, aren't they? So, and that is why I'm going to put West Ham in 10th. Wish them luck, though. They've still got the likes of Felipe Anderson, Declan Rice, Fabianski, Issa Diop. Yarmolenko will be back. That might be like a new signing, actually, as well. So, yeah, West Ham will finish 10th, in my opinion. Enjoy. 9th, I'm going for Wolves. Yeah, people may say they're going to finish 7th, and I actually like Wolves, so maybe I would like to see them finish 7th again. But they haven't done too much business. They've got Jimenez and Dendoncker permanent, obviously. They've got rid of Helder Costa to Leeds, Cavallero to Fulham on loans. And they've only really bought, apart from that, Vallejo off Real Madrid, a couple of Portuguese lads I've never even heard of, so I don't really talk about them much. And Cutrone from AC Milan, who, yeah, he's not a great goal scorer, but I think Wolves might improve him. He clearly was not happy at AC Milan, was he? I just think that the fact they're going to be focused on the Europa League is going to be might not help them, but they're still going to have a great season. I think they'll get far into the Europa League. They've still got the likes of Ruben Neves, Patricio, Doherty, Bennett, Willy Bolly, Jota. It's an exciting team. And they're going to keep improving with that exciting team. I think they'll have a better season last year, but just not in the league, in the Europa League, if you know what I mean. Here we are. This is going to be a controversial one. 8th, Chelsea. Yes, I said it. They're going to finish 8th. If a Chelsea fan watches this, I know you're going to hate me, but it's just that other teams are improving, and you've got an inexperienced manager in Frank Lampard. Yeah, you can call out as inexperienced, but he's only actually had a season of management, and he didn't do much what Gary Rowett did to Derby, did he? I know he's a legend. I think he will. You need to stick with him no matter where you finish, because this is just a transitional season. I'd almost just write this season off. Yeah, you got Pulisic, you got a transfer ban, but you got Pulisic from the January transfer window who's come in. You've got Kovacic permanently. You haven't got Higuain permanently, which is a good thing. You've got good loan players coming back. I'll give you that, such as Tomori, Mason Mount, Tammy Abraham, Batshuayi. But yeah, I just don't think you got the experience this year. You've sold Hazard even to Real Madrid. I know he wanted to go, but he carried you at times last season, and where's all them goals going to come from? Hudson-Odoi's injured, Loftus-Cheek's injured. You've also sold the likes of Cahill, which is a leader, Drinkwater, which is a good thing. I think you're selling more youngsters. I think you'll be selling Kennedy as well, and Bakayoko. And you've just sold David Luiz to Arsenal, which I can't get my head around. One, Luiz has a good relationship with Lampard, doesn't he? And two, Arsenal are a direct rival. I don't understand, and you're running short centre-backs. It's a bit of a shambles, really. But yeah, enough of that. 8th, I'm going to go for Chelsea. In 7th, I'm going to go for Everton. They have had a busy summer, haven't they? They've still got Marco Silva. They've still got the likes of Richarlison, Sigurdsson. And they've got Andre Gomez in permanently, but they haven't got Kurt Zoom in permanently. I think they wanted him, but Chelsea didn't want to sell because they're lacking in depth with their transfer ban, like I said before. But they've signed the likes of Jonas Lösel to be a backup. Again, another one of Huddersfield's best players last year. Fabian Delph off City, he wants game time. Moise Kean from Juventus, which I'm really looking forward to seeing. He lit it up, and he's like 18, I think, isn't he? Yeah. Who else have they bought in? Jabamin, I think he could be a potential replacement to Idrissa Gueye, who's left to join PSG. I think you will miss him. That's why I don't think you can break the top 6 while Chelsea will drop out. But yeah, I think you will finish 7th. You've also bought in the likes of Iwobi, Sidibe, and you've got rid of like deadwood such as Jagielka, Williams, and McCarthy. It's a shame you've lost Lookman and Idrissa Gueye, but life goes on. So yeah, 6th, I'm going to go... 7th, Everton. On to 6th, though, I'm going for Leicester. Yeah, they've sold Harry Maguire to my boys, but they've got an amazing midfield in Ndidi, Tillemans, Maddison. They've got a decent attack now. You know, Harvey Barnes, Ayoze Perez, Jamie Vardy. They've bought in... The signings of... They've bought in Dennis Pratt as well. He's promising. Tillemans and Perez alone are good signings. Justin from Luton Town, he's got potential. And you've got rid of Deadwood as well, like Okazaki and Danny Simpson. Yeah, Brendan Rodgers is a good manager, safe pair of hands, and I think he will get you 6th place this season, so enjoy. In 5th, this pains me to say it, but I'm going to go for my boys, Manchester United. We've had a shambolic transfer window, and I'll get onto that in another video. It's just been shambolic. We've bought in Daniel James, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Harry Maguire, that's it. And our notable sales are, 2 have been released. Ander Herrera gone to PSG. He should have been our captain, in my opinion. We're going to miss him badly. Antonio Valencia, he's too old. He's gone to Ecuador for his retirement home, and we just sold Romelu Lukaku, like I said before, to Inter Milan. So yeah, we haven't really replaced Lukaku, which I hope we would have. We haven't got a midfield, and in my opinion, our midfield doesn't even make the top 10 in this league, so how is that going to get you top 4? I think we should just... If we win the Europa League, then that is a successful season. If we make top 4, then that is a successful season, and Ollie would have done miracles at this club. But it worries me, it really does. And I'll get on to that another time. So yeah, I don't want to dwell on this longer because it just saddens me. So yeah, and we're keeping Rojo as well. How many have a run who we've got in the team still? Ashley Young, Marcus Rojo, Phil Jones, Nemanja Matic, Jesse Lingard. Just make it stop, man. I know we've got rid of Lukaku. Oh yeah, and Alexis Sanchez too. He's still here on big money. He's going to flop still. I guarantee he's going to flop still. So yeah, 5th to Man United. In 4th, I'm going to go for Arsenal. Yeah, I know they've been outside the top 4 for the past 3 years, but they've had a good transfer window. We're going to have to be real here. They started getting some guy from Martinelli who no one really knows. It was at the start of July, wasn't it? And that's when Arsenal fans started to get worried. They were getting concerned. But all of a sudden they were on time. Dani Ceballos off Real Madrid, just like Fornals, lit up the Spanish under-21 team at the Euros from Real Madrid, so he has to be good, right? Good replacement for Ramsey, despite Ramsey's probably the better player. They bought in William Saliba, who's gone back to City on loan, which I don't understand because they do need defenders. But I'll get on to that in a second. They actually managed to sign Nicola Pepe off Lille. I can't get my head around that for £72 million, and their fans are doing this. And just today, they've got Kieran Tierney off Celtic, great left back, got a promising future, and David Luiz off Chelsea. Yeah, he's not a great defender, but he will upgrade their defence. And for that, I'm going to make the top 4. They've also got rid of a place which is Petr Cech, who's retired, Stefan Lichtstein, released, Danny Welbeck, released, Ramsey, free to Juventus, which is a mistake, David Ospina, gone to Napoli permanently, Laurent Koscielny, made a move to Bordeaux after he refused to train with them, go and tour them. This is meant to be their captain, by the way. And they've got rid of Carl Jenkinson to Nottingham Forest, which their fans are happy with. So yeah, that's a good transfer window, and for that, I think they're going to get 4th, as much as it pains me to say it. In 3rd place, I'm going to go for Tottenham Hotspur. Yeah, talked about them, didn't I, before when we played them in the pre-season. They've done more since. They signed in Jack Clark off Leeds, loaned him back, one for the future. Ndombele from Lyon, transfer for summer for me. What a signing. Session off Fulham just to now. He's got potential, and I'm excited seeing him play in a better team with a better manager. Lo Celso on loan, options by next year. That was going on all year, but they were getting rejected by Coutinho and Dybala, just like we was, which I think they would have preferred, but I think that's a good transfer window. They've also got rid of the likes of Vormans, Leventi, who have been released. Jansen's been shipped off to Mexico in a beautiful stadium now. And they've actually sold Kieran Trippier to Atletico Madrid. Had a bad season, good to sell. My only concern about Tottenham now is their full-backs. Well, not left-back, but their right-back position. Their best right-back, Sergio Aurier. That is a bit of a concern. But yeah, I think Spurs will finish 3rd. 2nd, I'm going to go for Liverpool. Yeah, no, this pains to say it. At least it's not 1st, but they've done nothing in the market. But they didn't really... It's not the end of the war because they've got a team who's just won the Champions League. They've got 97 points, so it's still an amazing team. They've got rid of the likes of Sturridge, Moreno, Mignolet, Danny Ings. They've signed in Harvey Elliott, who called Harry Kane a fucking mong. Adrian to replace Mignolet. And Sepp van der Berg, who could be one for the future. It's not they could have done with depth, I think, but because they've got a really busy schedule in December with their Club World Cup, but I think they'll be fine in the league. I don't think they'll get worse. I think maybe it won't be as... I think the difference between them and 1st place will be bigger, but they might win a cup. Yeah, I don't think it'll be a bad season still. They might even win the Champions League again. But let's move on. 1st, Manchester City. This also pays to say it, because I don't like City either. Can't stand them, in fact. They're just irrelevant. Not sorry. They've got in the likes of Rodri and Casello, Scott Carson as well, which I can't get my head around. My only worry about City is that they haven't replaced Kompany and they might be missing his leadership. For that might help Liverpool, but it's only a little one. Sarni's just ruptures ACL, which is another worry. They're my worries. But they've also got rid of deadwood such as Danilo, which swaps with Cancelo to Juventus. What has Sarri been smoking? Douglas Luiz to Aston Villa. And Fabian Delph has gone to Everton. So yeah, they are worries then. But I think they'll be fine. They'll win the league. And that is my prediction video. I'll do a preview for the Chelsea game on Sunday. A match reaction. I'll do a transfer window roundup. I'm going to rate everyone's window. I'm going to go through the signings again. I know. And yeah, that's my predictions rounded up. Until then,
Peace.